Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I am Dana Wilson, your hair advocate. And today's topic is the three effective habits to identify changes in the integrity of your client's hair locks. So we're going to get started in a few minutes, okay? Hold on. Stay tuned. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am Dana Wilson, the CEO and Director of Haircare Inc. I hope you had a great weekend. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend and good morning. So listen, this is a six-part series that has been sponsored for my upcoming class, which is called Tricho Essentials for Locks. So this class was designed for the natural hair practitioner, the loctician, the sister lock consultant, and mine. So this is for someone who just desires to level up their knowledge on hair loss so they can maintain a clientele of with healthy scalp and healthy locks. In this class, Trico Essential for Locks, you're going to learn how to identify various kinds of hair loss. You're going to learn the do's and don'ts to prevent hair loss as a practitioner. And then you'll also learn some protocols and practices that will support your clientele. So hopefully you have guys have been enjoying this six-part series. This is part 4 of the six-part series. So let me just share a little bit about myself. So I am a certified trichologist, a sister lock educator and consultant for over 20 years, a certified bioresearch assistant, certified code capper. I'm a veteran, and more importantly, I am a mother of a son who's on the autism spectrum. And I'm so happy to be here before you today. Notice I did not say I'm not a cosmetologist, all those titles that I hold, and I am not a cosmetologist. And I say that with pride and not negativity because I just want you to know I am like many other people. Hair was not in the equation. It just it just happened. And even though the hair was not in equation, I did not decide to go to cosmetology school. I am a hair advocate. I want a clientele who has a healthy scalp, healthy hair, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful locks. So I have designed this 6-part series and this class with that kind of person in mind. So let's see who's here. Let me see who's here. I told you a bit about me. Who's in the room today? Anybody would like to share? Are you a natural hair practitioner? Are you a loctician? Are you a sister lock consultant? Who's here today? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the people who are going to be watching the replay as well. But thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me get started here. So today is number 4, part 4. And on this one, we're going to be talking about the 3 effective habits to identifying changes in the integrity of your client's hair and their locks. So let's get started here. The first one is assess the scalp and hair. So the first thing you want to do before you establish locks, or even before it's time for you to do a retwist or retighten, whatever you call that maintenance, you want to assess the scalp and the hair. Why do we want to do that? Because we want to be able to identify any changes that's going on with the locks. Do we have areas that are weakened? Do we have an area that's more low density now? Does the client have lice? Does the client have excessive dry scalp? You want to do assessment all over the head before you get started. You don't want to just grab a lock and start working on that lock. Do an assessment on the head. I would tell you to get yourself organized and section the hair off so that you can look at the entire head to see if some changes, if you can visually see changes along the person's scalp and their hair. That's the first order of business. It's important because the scalp or the hair may not be even in a condition in which you can start working. It might be emergent. As the practitioner, the consultant, the loctician, you are the first line of defense for your client, because sometimes the client don't even obviously they can't see in the back of the hair, but you might be the only person that's working on the head. So you need to be able to assess the scalp first before you even get started. The second tip is take notes. You should have some kind of record keeping process where you're taking notes on the client, on the condition of their hair and their locks. So you're not just keeping it to memory, you have to write it down, or some kind of electronic record keeping system where you're saying, okay, today when my client came in, her scalp was excessively dry, or she had a lot of flaking, or I noticed some thinning in a particular area in her hair. You want to write it down. And of course, you want to share this with your client as well. You are the first line of defense for your client. It is important that the client feel that they are not just coming to get maintenance done on their locks, but that you are making sure that everything is that looks healthy. Even if you cannot right now be able to identify or name exactly what you're saying, but just something doesn't seem right, you need to take some notes. But this is just scratching the surface. If you actually want to be able to truly identify what's going on, you need to come take my class, which is Tricho Essential for Locks. This is the basic class where we're just going to be learning about the various kinds of hair loss, do's and don'ts for preventing hair loss. And then, of course, we learn some protocols and some things that we could do to maintain our clients. So let's see. That was number 2. Number 3, capture with photos. So that first tip was assess it. We're looking at it and checking it out. Number 2, we're taking notes. Now, number 3, you might want to capture with photos. Of course, we need to ask our clients and make sure that we have their consent to take photos, but it's great to capture with photos so that we can look back over what's going on with the client over time. And you can also show the client what's going on, what your observations are. because like I said, you're the first line of defense. So the client may not ever look in the back of their head or even just know that something is going on. So you want to take pictures, keep it in your records and date them. I mean, of course, we have phone, we have all this technology now, and so the technology will capture the date and time and all that good stuff, which is great. And let's work on our part now. We could take pictures so that we can see from one appointment to the next what is going on with our clients. So we're going to assess the scalp and hair. Second, we're going to take notes. And third, we're going to capture with photos, you guys. These are the three habits, effective habits, that we can start to be able to identify the changes in integrity of our clients' hair, scalp, and in their locks. We want to be the first line of defense for our clients. So look, this is just a little bit. I really want to get deep dive into this whole um, hair loss world for our practitioners. And like I said, I designed this 6-part series, which is sponsoring my class, Tricho Essential for Locks. I hope you decide you want to go join the class, and you can do so. Let me put my site up here, tricholocks.com. This is where you can sign up for the class, you guys. This class is going to be on, the first class is going to be on July the 11th, Monday, July the 11th at 10 a.m. So if you're interested, if this is sparking your interest at all, go to tricholocks.com and sign up and register for the class. So look, this was part 4. Next week, where is it? Next week, look, we're going to talk about Jada Pickett Smith Public Hair Loss Challenge. We're going to talk about the 3 things that we can learn from her public challenge with hair loss. We're going to get into this. This should be really juicy, you guys. So listen, I hope you had a great weekend, and thank you so much for joining me. And I hope just this snapshot of things to think about, or these habits. Hopefully, this helps someone out there. I so wish that someone had shared some of these things with me um, when I was servicing my clients prior to being a certified trichologist. So, hopefully, this helped you. If you're interested, please sign up and register at tricholocks.com. And you guys have a great weekend. Oh, well, the weekend is over. Have a great week, everybody. Goodbye.